All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here tonight, and tonight I'm really excited to be bringing you a couple of watches from Straton Watch Company. Now, these watches have been on tour all over the place. Actually, Bob got this tour going, TimeToGo Tavel and Timepieces, so I'll leave a link to his channel down below. But they've been to Scott Stoffert, Watches Galore, PeterVonPanda. They're out here in California to us right now, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at them, myself and Chris Marshall. I'll leave links to everyone's channels down below. And I also want to thank Kyle, the owner of Straton Watch Company and the producer or designer actually of these watches, for getting these prototypes out for us to look at. All right guys, so what we're taking a look at here today is one of the Straton Speciale watches. This one particular model in front of us here is running the Seiko V67 Meca-Quartz movement in it. So very cool movement from Seiko, always a really cool workhorse movement, and it has that real smooth sweep as well as the snapback function you get with that Meca-Quartz, which is really cool. So you have down here at the 6 o'clock position, you have your running seconds on this chronograph. Up here at the top, you have a 60-minute counter, and I do believe down over here at the 9 o'clock, this is for keeping track of up to 12 hours over there on that side there. Very cool. Around the outside of the minute track here, you do have a tachymeter scale around the outside, so you can use that for timing your mile an hour and stuff like that. I really like the way it's done. I think somebody else out there has described this as kind of like this old style TV screen look, and it definitely has that. Now I know a lot of you guys watching this video out there are probably too young to remember tube TVs, but to me this watch really harkens back to that look, and I think it's something that back in like the 1970s and stuff like that, a lot of watch companies in racing design and stuff like that were trying to capture this whole racing and television and stuff like that. It was all really a big thing back in the 1970s and stuff like that, as television and motorsports were becoming bigger. I think this watch, to me, it really kind of represents that period in time. The way the indices are laid out, the color schemes, the pencil hands on this with the long tails on them and stuff like that. There's just a lot of retro look going on here with this watch that I really appreciate. Now, like I said, this version here is the Meca-Quartz model, and I'm going to go ahead and set it down here for a second because back here in the box, we do have another version of this watch that we definitely want to take a look at here. And I wanted to show you guys the packaging. You have the Straton logo here on the front of this sleeve, and the nice Straton logo on this leather box they provide it with. Now, I have unzipped the box, so I don't have to unzip it for you guys here, but very nicely done case. Very nice and thick, and there's a reason for the thickness here. Now, if you guys do go and pre-order these watches at the website, you do have the choice of picking out one of the canvas straps they have, and they have a number of different colors. They do come with a spring bar tool, which is very nice. So in this case, you have room for maybe another watch or these accessories as they have them laid out here. And then over here, you, of course, have the watch. Now, this is the automatic version of the same watch that we just looked at. Now, this version is running a Valjoux, or will be running, I'm not sure if this exact model is, this is a prototype model, but this will be running the Valjoux ETA7750, which is a automatic chronograph movement. This is a very prestigious, well-known movement, run in a number of high-end watches and stuff like that. So definitely not a joke, not a funny little movement, very nicely done. This movement does offer the day-date function there at 3 o'clock, as you guys can see. The dial is laid out very similarly, except for you do have over here, you have your running seconds on this side over here. So very nicely done there. Very nice chronograph dial, very nice layout. As you guys can see, the case done exactly the same as the quartz version here with this kind of TV style layout, I guess you'd call it and stuff. Let me get my camera to focus here. There's so many just shiny places on these watches and stuff like that that it's kind of hard to make them focus. Now these watches, if you go to the website, they are going to be available in numerous different finishes for each case, and you can also pick out the bands accordingly. Now these do not have it, but one of the cool things that they're going to be featuring on these watches on the production models is a new clear coat DLC finish, which is not really a widely used finish in the industry, but it's something that's going to be really cool as they go forward and start using these on these watches. And I think you'll start seeing this coating that Straton is going to start kind of pioneering here. You're going to start seeing this a lot more being used in the watch industry. So you guys, as far as the straps go, you're going to have, like, I think it's like 5 available stripe options that you can choose from for the straps as far as the stitching. And for an extra $50 US, they do have a stainless steel, really nice looking metal bracelet that you can buy for these watches. So go to the website, check out these Straton chronographs. I mean, they're just really great looking watches. The case, the way the case is designed, using a domed sapphire crystal on this watch, which, I mean, look at the way this looks. The case style is spectacular here. I'm going to go ahead and set down the quartz model, and we're going to take a closer look at this automatic version. You do have your pushers at the 2 o'clock and the 4 o'clock position here. Crown, which is very nicely done, does have the Straton logo on it. These are a screw-down crown on both versions of these, and they are rated to be 100-meter water resistant. So, obviously not a diving watch, but something you don't have to worry too much about getting wet and stuff like that. So, screw-down crown, like I said, these will be with the Valjoux ETA7750. I do believe that is a hand-winding movement also, as well as automatic. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong down there in the comments, but I do believe that to be so. Go ahead and flip it over. This is spectacular, guys. I'm a real sucker for a case back, and look at this case back, guys. You have down there at the bottom the Speciale, and then it's laid out like a speedometer, a tachymeter. You have the Straton, the watch there, watch company, all the way around as it goes around. The Valjoux ETA7750 for this one, your product code there, and your 10 atmospheres. Now, I do believe you guys need to check the prices on the internet, but I think that this one is going to run you about $700 and plus or minus dollars for this Valjoux ETA7750. If you get them now at the discounted price that they're at, I know they're running these, I think it is through March 31st, you can get a 25% discount on these watches. So go over there and get them ordered. Now, don't hold me to that price. I'm not exactly sure. And I think that the quartz version with the Seiko Meca-Quartz is just under $400 with the discount. So, you know, getting a Valjoux ETA7750 movement in that price range, that's spectacular. I mean, this is just going to be a really knockout of a watch. Straton has done it again as far as creating just a beautiful chronograph, retro-inspired watch that will definitely get a lot of wrist attention as you're wearing these. I'm looking very forward to seeing the production models as these things come out and are available to the public. I think it'll be great. Now, you guys can pre-order these right now at the website. I will leave a link down below to where you can go ahead and do that. Now, they expect to be delivering these watches in June of 2018, which is pretty standard when you guys do these pre-orders. Now, just if that makes you nervous, just so you know, and if you guys go look at all their watches on their website, they have done this pre-order and this launch and had 100% success as far as delivery of all their watches that have been pre-ordered in the past. And I can speak from experience with other watch companies such as Borealis, etc., that also work in this manner. And guys, it's a great way to get a great watch. Also, it kind of makes them a limited availability. They're making them a certain run number and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested, if you are excited about these watches, I'd suggest getting over there to the website and checking them out. Thank you, Kyle, for getting these watches out to our channels to check them out. I'll leave a link below to the other channels that have looked at them or will be looking at these watches, guys, and go check them out. If you like this video, give me if you'd like the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. If you guys have not subscribed to the OFD channel, please do. Please do. All right, thanks, guys.